Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the CWR podcast with your host, the OGPC, the PDCK, the JKD, the JK Dog, with the co-host.
Co-host, the DOC, the LOVE, the Doctor of Love, the Dream Machine himself, Mike Randall, as he come here today with AEW and NXT review.
Which we're gonna get right started, starting off with AEW's Fighter Fest.
No, really, first last week, we had NXT beating AEW in the ratings by a landslide. And it was very surprising. I didn't think it was gonna be like that because of that one match, but it really ended up being that way. While we're at it, before we get started, hit the subscribe button, ring that bell, so you can keep on getting these notifications from us, and smack down on the likes. First, AEW.
So AEW had its Fighter Fest night one, as NXT had night one of the Great American Bash. So Fighter Fest, they had NJL, Wardlow versus the Jurassic Express to start off the show, which I thought was I think it was an excellent matchup actually in a way.
Yeah, it was pretty good. The only thing gripe I have with Luchasaurus, he has to stop doing all the for to be a big man, stop doing all the high fly stuff. Do a couple things, but he do a little bit too much. But really good match.
I mean, I have no issue with Luchasaurus doing it. Couldn't express more styles than he do instead of being like such an average guy. Like all he got to do average move for a big guy and stuff like that. Like all average big guys remember like power moves and stuff like that.
But see, the reason why I say he needs to slow down with it is because of he's easily off balance, and you can tell by his matches he's real easy to get off balance. And I kind of had an inkling that MJF and Wardlow was going to lose. At first, I thought MJF was going to get pinned because they kept talking about how he was undefeated or all that kind of stuff. So they still made MJF look a little strong just by letting Wardlow be the one who gets pinned in this match.
Of course. Overall, I give this match like a B.
Yeah, I give it a B plus. I give it a B plus.
As I continue to the next matchup, it was Hikaru Shida versus Penelope Ford for the Women's Championship, which I
was not interested at all.
Okay, first, and then like to be honest, like Kip Sabian didn't make the match even better because we all know how I feel about Kip Sabian. So, I think it was pretty interesting to try to build up the rivalry between the two. A little bit. I can see how the way they try to build it up. However, that match was pretty good. Even though they did a lot of things that my dad doesn't like, which is resilience a lot.
Right, and Penelope Cruz, what it was, it is with her is that the fact that they started her out in AEW so weak, like she was just eye candy. And I'm not saying she can't wrestle, but Hikaru Shida is like light years ahead of her as far as wrestling skills. And this match shouldn't have really took that long, really, honestly. You got a dead women's division. I think the only marketable people they have is Nyla Rose and Britt Baker. And maybe that Demon Lady.
Okay.
Yeah, that Demon Lady.
All right, so we're gonna move forward to Cody.
Give a grade.
I give it like a B, only because like the rivalry side of it.
Man, really? That was a C, man.
I mean, like I said, it's to each their own, man. Now, Cody versus Jake Hager for the TNT Championship, which, to me, bro, I swear, this match was like...
I like the selling, the psychology.
The fact that Jake Hager's wife got involved, though, it's like as soon as she slapped Cody, she's like, oh, wait, what was it miscue or something?
Yeah. Like, why did she do that?
Like, she looked like she was miscue or something like that, Like I didn't get that part because she looked like
she surprised she slapped.
Like yeah, like was she like was that supposed to be like was she supposed to do that or like not like? But I think it was pretty good just for her to do that though.
But the only thing I hate about Cody Rhodes matches for the most part are it's over. It's always overbooked. They always have to have some kind of interference or something involved for the most part, or something have to happen within the match that cause the whoever to win. I don't think I even have seen a major. I'm talking about a major match he's been, not a regular match, but a major match he's been in that didn't have something crazy going on that caused somebody to win the match. You know, great attack on Arn Anderson.
I don't understand. What's Arn purpose in AEW? Honestly, what something like his backup guy on there?
Yeah, well, he's a manager.
Yeah.
My thing is, they probably gonna get the Four Horsemen started back, and I would like to see a Four Horsemen with MJL, Wardlow as the enforcer guy, and FTR as the tag team. That would be a perfect Four Horsemen.
Sure.
AEW.
Okay.
But I give this match a B plus.
I give it a B minus, to be honest.
Okay.
Next up, Private Party versus Santana and Ortiz. Now, Private Party. So pretty much in this match, you pretty much have like one person from each team that you question about like their skills.
Yes, I do.
You know, one member from Private Party along with Ortiz, wasn't it?
Yeah, Ortiz is the one that he doesn't act serious. Now he was better in TNA, but he doesn't act serious at all since he's come to AEW. And Isaiah Cassidy, that's the one. No, Isaiah Cassidy is my boy.
Mark Quinn.
Yeah, Mark Quinn is a cat that I don't think he has as much talent as Cassidy.
Yeah, I was surprised with this one because I thought Santana and Ortiz was gonna win. To be honest, I was pretty surprised on this one, and
I was actually surprised myself.
And it was a pretty good tag team match too for like a team that like I've never seen that much on AEW. Well, as far as like I've watched AEW, I've never seen them wrestle.
Right, Private Party started out on AEW when it first came out, and they just stopped showing them for some reason.
But either way, like surprisingly good match. They surprised me. I really thought Santana and Ortiz was gonna win. So it really, because of that surprise and like the good match, I say a B plus on that one.
Honestly. I say about a B. But one thing I do like is having Matt Hart, even though he doesn't fit into the dynamic with them as far as character wise, but he it's great to have him as a mentor in front of the camera and behind the scenes. He makes a good mentor.
And so, last but not least, the main event of night one fighter. Well, actually, before we get into that, we do know that Jericho,
champion, man, that fool.
He was part of the commentary alone, and then all of a sudden later on the night we had Orange Cassidy come in,
right?
And all of a sudden these two, well, actually Jericho was really frustrated.
Upset, yeah,
frustrated.
But the thing I don't understand about this here is, as far as Jericho is concerned, on that they shouldn't have had a 4-man announce team tonight. I think Excalibur didn't add anything to the announce team. He really didn't. It could have easily just been Tony Schiavone, Jim Ross, and Chris Jericho, and it would have been just as great. It would have been even better. Excalibur didn't add anything.
But anyway, as we move from a commentary team to the main event was none other than Kenny Omega and Adam Page defending the AEW Tag Team Champions against Best Friend Chuck Taylor and Trent Beretta, which was an interesting entrance for the Best Friends, considering that Trent Beretta's mom dropped them off. So
yeah, that was kind of funny, actually.
I was like, what? That's how much I like Best Friends. I'm not gonna lie. I like the tag team. Actually,
I don't.
To be honest, I thought Best Friends were gonna win it. Honestly,
I did.
Only because like they beaten like almost every tag team, like almost. And I think they actually did beat the Best Friends actually before anyway. So I thought maybe like Best Friends was gonna make a difference a little bit, maybe, or maybe a little bit of controversy might happen or something like that. It depends on however you guys feel about controversy. However, this was I think out of all the tag team matches, cause I'm not gonna lie, I just realized there's a lot of tag team matches in there actually.
It
It
was.
was a lot more tag team matches than I thought. But this was surprisingly a really good match.
It was
Actually,
surprisingly good. I have to admit it was pretty good, even though I don't like the Kenny Omega stuff.
yeah, I know. I mean, to be honest with you, for Kenny Omega, Adam Page, and their best friends, like man, I mean, you're not much of a big fan of best friends, especially sexy boy Chuck Taylor.
See, but as you see, even Jim Ross sometimes he makes a mistake and say how he really feels about people on the show on the show sometimes. And he said it. Trent Beretta is actually the man on this team.
Mm,
I mean, like he's an alpha dog on this team. Chuck Taylor just on there for the ride.
okay, so we do know at the end of this exchange of these two tag teams, we do know that Kenny Omega and Adam Page came out as the victors. As we do know for night 2 next week, we do know you got your guy Chris Jericho facing against Orange Cassidy. We do know that 4 different tag teams will be going at an 8-man tag team match.
Yeah.
LTR,
There's so many
Young
tag
Bucks.
matches.
Yeah, it's like some WWE type stuff. No man, doing only 8-man tag team matches like that.
Did Theodore Long book this?
I mean, oh well, I mean I don't know, but either way, I think the main event was
Hey, did we do Cody and Jake Hager?
we did.
Oh yeah, we
We
did.
just did.
Yeah, my mind's bad.
Anyway, to end this, I will end this with a this match first of all with an A to me.
No,
I thought it was a really good match.
I get it between the road, middle line B, just regular B.
Overall, the whole show, I give it a B plus. Best on my grades.
The whole show, I give it a regular B.
Oh, I thought you were gonna give it a B minus. You seem like you were gonna give it a B minus.
No,
But anyway, moving on.
gotta give credit what credit due.
Yeah, but moving on, we got NXT's night 1 of the Great American Bash, which you're very upset about this because they were just doing this just to compete
Yeah,
with
they
AEW.
were. They were. Because they didn't say nothing about it all almost at the last minute.
Yeah, they said like
Now, come on.
last week and stuff like that. So it has some potential good matches. However, there are so many questions I have. As we start off with the opening match, which I thought was the best match of the night, the Fatal 4-Way elimination match, which I did not even know was elimination until they said it. Mia Yim, Tegan Knox, Candice LeRae, and Dakota Kai. I was surprised the fact that like Tegan Knox got the win, considering that like they were mentioning Tegan Knox having her first opportunity. And I thought honestly, man, Candice LeRae or Dakota Kai was gonna get the win.
I really thought Dakota Kai, especially when it ended up being Tegan Knox and Dakota Kai straight up. I was surprised to see Candice LeRae get put out first.
Like yeah, I thought like maybe like Mia Yim be the first one.
Right.
But
But
then again, Mia Yim do get over like the fastest out of everybody like during the past year. So I can understand Candice.
yeah, Yim then goes out with the roll up.
Yeah, so
Yeah, and with the Connor roll too.
yeah, I was like surprised if they let Tegan Knox win. To be honest, man, I was like, oh, Dakota Kai gonna win since it's like between the two. Then
But actually, what I thought was going to happen was Raquel, Big Mommy Cool, Gonzalez was going to come down and do something to cause her to win.
Well, technically, they said like no one could be outside interference. So
right, but that ain't gonna stop somebody from doing a run in. Referee get knocked down and run in.
well, that's true too in a way. But overall, man, I think this surprised me actually a little bit. So I did say this was the best match of the night, really. Other ones,
What are you crazy?
Yeah.
Are you crazy?
What other match do you think was pretty good?
We'll get into it in a minute.
I give this match an A. It was a pretty good Fatal 4-Way match.
I almost gave it a C, but I'm gonna give it a B minus.
Okay. Okay. Let's move on. Next matchup, only lurking, Timothy Thatcher, man. The weirdest way,
this is the best match.
I thought it was gonna be more
of the night.
I thought it was gonna be more. I thought it was gonna be more to it, to be honest.
This was the best match of the night.
I can't guarantee that, man. I can't say that. I just can't say it was the best match.
It was.
Only lurking, Timothy Thatcher, man. I'm not gonna lie.
See, old school. That's old school.
But
tight and snug wrestling.
Okay. Think about what you just said. That's your perspective and other people's perspective.
It's cash can wrestling. Still
that
to the point. I mean, the chops that were laid
That's
in.
based on what you like. That's based on the type of wrestling you like.
Man.
That is based on what some people in the world like. Some people in the world
chain wrestling.
That's something that you would like.
Submission hold.
That is something that you like.
I mean,
that's all you like. Hard hitting, grappling, submission, technique. That's all you like.
It was great.
I mean, I think it's a good match, but I feel like it should have been more to that jump, man, a little bit.
It couldn't be more to it because they were going too hard at each other.
I still like it. But either way.
If it had been a longer match, they probably had to use a little bit more rest hold, things like that, because Thatcher is gonna wrestle a Zack Sabre Jr. like match. Like a Zack Sabre Jr. match is for people who like the art style of catch as catch can wrestling. And so you have to love that art. You're not looking for a Zack Sabre match to have like, it's gonna have exciting moments, but it's not gonna be full of excitement.
Either way, you know, I wouldn't, to be honest, I was not even gonna be upset about the fact that Lorcan had tapped out. I mean, that's the first time I've ever seen like Lorcan tapped out in like maybe a while, maybe.
Yeah, Lorcan, he couldn't help but to tap out, and I like the way they played up to him tapping out.
Yeah.
Hurt the arm. They both of them worked on a limb, and they just went at it.
All right, so me, I'm gonna give this a B.
I give it an A plus.
Of course you would. I
give this an A
plus. Only because it was whatever type of wrestling. That's what you consider the greatest wrestling match ever, probably.
No, it's not the greatest wrestling match ever, but it goes to show you what people.
I didn't say like that, man. I was saying like that was you.
But it shows you what people can do without all that jumping out the ring, all that diving on each other. It was an exciting match where nobody had to hurt themselves.
All right.
Other than stiff blows.
Okay. After a hard hitting bout, we move on to the most entertaining, aka not so entertaining, match of the night. Rhea Ripley versus Aaliyah and Robert Stone. This made me feel like, man, Robert Stone could be nothing in NXT for. Cause like at first I thought the Robert Stone, but like
right.
What is with all these managers who had like some type of brand thing going on, and all of a sudden they kind of ruined it. I mean, we had the Titus brand, aka the Titus Worldwide, and that could have been something. But then it went all down to crap, and now you got the Robert Stone brand, lost one of the biggest stars, who's not been on TV for a while.
Well, they hold her off for TV so they can make her, they can put her on SmackDown.
Make sure. Anyway, and then replace her with Aaliyah, and now they talking about Rhea Ripley joining Roberts. I was, to be honest,
I was intrigued by.
It didn't hurt my feelings.
Yeah,
it wouldn't hurt my feelings. They did try to like. Cause I know they're gonna do something, but I feel like if they do that, it'll be some type of comedic type thing at first.
They've turned Robert Stone because he wasn't a joke character at first.
Exactly.
But they've turned him. But then again, you already know who's personally dealing with Robert Stone. They say Vince McMahon has hands on with that part of the gimmick, and say he's being a little bit more hands on with NXT. So all the throwing up stuff and throwing the shoe and him being scared of Rhea Ripley, that's all Vince McMahon.
Yeah, but the Robert, it was not much of a good match.
It wasn't. I give it a C minus.
So yeah, pretty much the match ended with a Nightmare Rhea Ripley putting the prison trap on both superstars at the same time, which I'm gonna get a C, just a regular C.
I don't like the
fact. It really made them look so bad. The fact they both made them like put the submission on both of them, and then made them both tap out. Man, I feel so bad about that.
Right. I think another thing with Robert Stone could have been placed with someone else. Also, they could have placed it, and I don't mind the dynamic of him being a women's manager. I don't mind that because that's a refreshing thing to see. Yeah, a male being a women's manager and everything like that, and looking out for her. But be serious and see WWE make it look like the women are less than when you do things like that. Now, when he was with Chelsea Green, he was more serious.
Exactly. Like
now, it's turned up into a joke.
But no, I'm saying like because like you had, I think that's the same thing I said about Titus Worldwide, because with Titus Worldwide having not trying to go off track, but like I said Titus Worldwide could have been something. Having Dana Brooke being with them, then Cruz, then characters out, and all of a sudden like that all went down to trash. And then like I thought Robert Stone with the Robert Stone brand, I thought maybe like have a tag team, woman wrestle, then like a main star wrestler, so like that. And then the person I thought was gonna be the main wrestler, which I thought Austin Theory went to the main roster so quickly. So and then tag team, it was pretty hard to tell who it would have been. But either way, let's move on to the strap match. Roderick Strong, Dexter Lumis. Oh, this match. Okay.
This was one of the weakest.
I really hate the fact that I've been stressing it out so much, man. I'm sorry, but man, NXT is just punking Roderick Strong out of the Undisputed Era. This man, you're telling me this man, like he was so good on his own, and then when he joined the Undisputed Era, they just made that man like a punk, man. You
Well,
talking about?
not really. I mean, like he's one of the better members, but lately he's been a punk.
I mean, you talking about the guy who was the last person to fulfill the prophecy, the undisputed prophecy, by winning his title, and let alone he's the only person who won his title by having help. Then, let alone being the first person to break the prophecy by losing the title. He was the last one to get the title and then lost already months later. Like, bruh, they're punking out Roderick Strong so badly, man. Like, you could at least have the man hold the title longer, or like, I just don't know how to say.
Well, Roderick Strong, he's doing the role he's supposed to. You know, he's being a chicken heel. But here's the thing about it.
I don't like when
this was not a good strap match. And see, I'm going back old school again. Because when I look at strap matches, I think of, matches that were like brutal, man. Dusty Rhodes and things like that. And
we gotta think about that's old school, man. We think about 2020 right now.
Even strap matches they had in WWE. Because trying to think, wouldn't seen it in a strap match once?
I think he might have been.
Right, and it was more entertaining, more. But yeah, they hit each other with the belt a little bit in this match, but it was more like a regular match, and they would just pull on each other with the belt. Yes, of course, they did use the strap a few times, but even at the end when he put the choke on him with the belt, you can tell that the belt around his neck wasn't really choking him. So they didn't do a good job of masking that at all.
And let alone having Bobby Fish come out and still fail to like help the man out, really. So I get that one to C minus.
Yeah, that gets a C minus. Y'all NXT, y'all getting terribly close to getting a D on some of these.
Next up was a segment with Santos Escobar. So I found out the group name is called Legado del Fantasma. I figured it out now. The group is called that. Just making sure, because like last time.
Yeah, we were screwing up. El Legado del Fantasma.
Yeah, that's Santos Escobar's old name, but the group name is called Legado del Fantasma. But however, Santos Escobar, once again, I think it was a really good promo, especially the fact that he, him and the rest of Legado del Fantasma was showing like what true, Mexican wrestlers all about, really, in their own way, to show how they really are.
Right, saying this is the future of Lucha Libre.
Man, like, if only like Andrade had did that back when he was in NXT, but hey.
Right, and I like it.
Actually, yeah. And then like Drake Maverick trying to like a superhero. I mean, look, you got your job. I ain't gonna lie, I was pulling for you for the whole tournament, but you got your job back.
Drake, you a big dummy.
Like, I get the fact you trying to act brave inside that, man, but like, actually, I thought it was gonna be a cruiserweight title match for night 2. That's what I really thought. But then when they had Breezango come out, I was like, well, actually, I thought the two people was gonna help him out was Atlas and Kushida, but apparently, like, it was Breezango, so that was surprising for one thing.
Yeah, that was kind of surprising because I was looking for Kushida.
And and Jake Atlas apparently the best bud. And I actually thought it was gonna
be some reason.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be. I knew what you meant by that, but I thought it was gonna be a cruiserweight title match for night 2, but apparently it's gonna be a 6-man tag match next week with Drake Maverick and Breezango going against Legado del Fantasma, which I really.
But I like the match though.
I'm for this match. I think it's like next week. I'm going for Breezango and Drake Maverick only because they gotta have Drake Maverick get over at least.
They gotta have Legado del Fantasma.
But they got over the man. I ain't gonna lie. They got over the man for 2 weeks straight.
See, but they gotta build their team up. Remember Raul Mendoza and Taylor Wilde. Joaquin Wilde. I'm thinking about TNA back in the day. Joaquin Wilde. They were on a losing streak when they left. So you can't have them come back losing.
Yeah, but that's a 6-man tag, not tag team matches.
Well, yeah, but I still wouldn't. It just wouldn't. It puts a bad taste in my mouth that they would get a loss
But either way, this lead up to our main event. Oh yeah, before that, we do know plenty of matches that's coming up, and we do know that the debut of Mercedes Martinez coming for.
Wow. I don't understand that, man.
I
Why they talking about coming soon and she'd have been
well,
on?
and that's next week now.
But I'm just saying, why are they saying that? And she'd have been on NXT like a couple times
Oh, that's true
already
too. Well,
this year.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a new. I don't know. Either way,
And then she was in the Mae Young Classic.
I don't know. Let's just move on to the main event.
Hold on. We got let's talk about this other match too. We got next week. We got Cameron Grimes and
Yes, sir.
Damian Priest.
Yes, sir. Cameron Grimes, what a country boy. You talking about the nature boy, Ric Flair, man. You got the country boy, Cameron Grimes. And then the fact that he laid out the challenge.
And let's go back to AEW before we get into this main event, if you don't mind. We didn't mention all the match for next week on AEW also.
I mean whatever, man. You can go over. I mean, you go. I mean,
I'm just saying.
We named some of the matches for that. The actual match that means something.
Right. Oh man, you know the 8-man tag.
FTR. Yeah, Joey Janela.
Oh god. You know something they're not even worth mentioning.
Exactly.
I just thought about it. Don't even worry about it.
I'm saying.
Don't worry about it.
I mean, match is like a big deal. I mean, no offense to Joey Janela.
Yes, it is an offense for me.
He's gonna get slaughtered. So
I'd rather see Sonny Kiss wrestle the man.
Look, make it a handicap match. Still gonna get slaughtered, bro. So I mean, like,
whatever. I can see Sonny Kiss getting slapped across the ring.
We're going back to NXT now.
Yes.
We're going back to NXT. Okay.
Let's stay with NXT.
So you did say Cameron Grimes, Damian Priest. Okay, it's about time Damian Priest get over. However, I'm liking this role Cameron Grimes going, especially the fact he laid out a challenge to Keith Lee or Adam Cole. No matter which title, no matter who wins, he's coming for a title. And I'm guaranteeing he's coming for the North American Championship. I'm guaranteeing that one thing.
Most likely.
We do know Karrion Kross making a statement a little bit with himself. So you know how that is. But now, main event, NXT Women's Champion Io Shirai versus the one half of the Women's Tag Team Champions, Sasha Banks.
Pretty good match.
I mean, yeah. I was about to say I really didn't like the way it ended.
It was an overbooked ending.
It was like they had Asuka come around to get over.
Right. First they had Bayley interfere
with the honking the horns.
Like, you know, but the last one when she threw the belt into the ring, then she pulled him and the referee.
Yeah.
Her and the referee playing tug of war with the belt.
I mean, it was a little too much.
Then you know the spray to the face. Then she kick out the spray to the face.
Yeah, that didn't make sense. That one didn't make sense to me. Like,
right.
Like you should have just put like move on her, then put the moonsault there like doing. Like, dude.
And then real, I know you see all that green on that lady face and see Asuka standing over there.
I mean, they don't care. So
now, who else sprays green out of their mouth? You see, I can see Asuka had like went back under the ring or went hid or something, like by the steps. But she's standing right there, jumping up and down, and you looking at this and whipped green stuff dripping out of her mouth.
I mean, like, hey. The rule is, man, the referee don't see it. It can't be counted for. So it can't be if the referee don't see it, it won't be counted for. So
but I mean, actually, these two ladies put on a pretty good match though. Outside the end of it,
yeah. To me, did we even give a grade to the last match? I mean, to the last segment. I'm pretty sure we didn't.
I didn't give a grade to segments.
Well, yeah, I think.
But if I had to give a grade to the Cameron Grimes segment, I would say, hey.
Yeah, I mean, it's the fact he's challenging them, but
that if I got to go back and give a grade to the segment with Damian Priest, if we were grading segments, I give his segment a D.
I mean, I give that Brazongo one like a C maybe.
No, the Santos Escobar, I would give it a B.
That was kind of surprising. That's why I gave it a C for. That was
but he got pretty good promo skills.
Well, yeah, that's true. Even though I think Io Shirai and Sasha Banks should get an A for this one, because I think to me they did a grade A performance. Honestly,
you're right. I'll give it a A- for the screwy end.
Despite all the interactions with the outside interference like that, I would still give it a grade A performance. So, So in all honesty, surprisingly, for the first time ever, I'm actually saying this. I believe Fighter Fest was the better night actually, because they had better matches to be honest. So I hate to say it because I'm not much of a I don't watch AEW like that, but Fighter Fest was way better than Great American Bash Night One. I don't
Um,
know, maybe Night Two could do better. Even though well yeah I believe Great American Bash Night Two might be better.
See, well, I'm looking at my talent scores here, and since I gave 2 matches on NXT a A, but I did give a C, a couple C's on NXT, but I don't think I gave any C. Now I gave 1 C on AEW. I give both shows a tie. Both of them are B.
No, because
I say it's about a tie.
I think pretty much from
But actually, tell you the truth, just not by me not grading and just me being a fan sitting there watching, it's like I had no interest in AEW tonight.
Fighter Fest, I was more interested in Fighter Fest only because like they
I think it
all.
was too many tag team matches.
I mean, it was only about 3 out of 5 matches. So because like one AEW show had like a lot of tag team matches than I thought.
Next week gonna have a lot of tag team matches.
Let alone the 8-man tag team match. But
Cause I didn't. I say let Jake Hager and Cody go back at it again this week, or go back and fight for the fallen in 2 weeks. I think they should at least
I think
fighting fallen. I think they should in 2 weeks. I think they should at least have Jake Hager and Cody going at it again.
mm. so so either either way I just think Fighter Fest was better. I think the tag team match surprised me a lot. All 3 tag team matches surprised me a lot. I think that strap match just killed the show.
But you know what surprised me?
What?
Time has flown, and it's almost time to go. Let's go ahead and everybody out there subscribe to our channel. Hit that notification bell so you can keep getting this program and get the alerts for this program. Strap match those likes. Strap match those likes. Please do so. And for my host, JK, the JK Dog, and the DOC, LOVE, the Doctor of Love.
I forgot. Also, don't forget, still got the Extreme Rules tournament going. Actually, we actually got the first round set of matches done. As we get through our second round, as we'll be talking about that the next time on our next episode of the podcast.
All right, and like we always say, be free. It's all love, fam. I'll holler.